Hi, welcome back. Star Wars Racing Incorporated, live from Homestead, Miami Speedway. No, Homestead, just Homestead. And kind of an update. I haven't done a shop update in a while, and we've got a lot to talk about. We're going to do that as briefly as we can. Today's video brought to you by Jesse Prater Motorsports. Not really, but thank you, Jesse, for the hat. Appreciate it. Um, and shout out to JPM. So we got lots to talk about. Let me see if I can keep my bearings and tell you what's going on. So we're going to talk about some races coming up in the Florida area, and then also some prep work and some stuff here at the shop. So we'll be as brief as possible. So number one, we've got some racing coming up here in the Florida area. So number one, we have the famous Central Florida region Turkey Trot at the 12-hour Sebring course coming up next week for the Turkey Trot. I think it's the 40th, might be the 41st annual Turkey Trot. And there's already 220 something cars. I mean, it's massive, as always. Every year is massive. If you haven't been, I'm telling you, plan on it. It might be late for you now. But if you're, in the vicinity areas, I would recommend you sign up. You still got today until tomorrow. Registration's still open until tomorrow. And even if you don't sign up tomorrow, Monday, you can email and they'll get you in. Okay, don't worry. But huge stuff. Big field of cars. The IT group is like 50 cars. Spec Miata, I think, is 40. Productions, 30 something. SRFs, I think, is like 30 something as well. So big stuff. Big bores. Got a pretty good group also. I think 25 or something. So if you haven't signed up, do it. Central Florida region. Just go to Motorsports Rec and get in there. I mean, awesome weekend, great family time. Obviously, being Thanksgiving weekend, a lot of people come with their families that celebrate Thanksgiving down here. Weather is usually perfect, and I mean beautiful, perfect. And it's Sebring, 12-hour course, so can't beat that. Then, so after that, actually starting already now, registration's open for the Florida Swing of the Majors. Another event. If you haven't done it, you still got plenty of time to sign up for those. The Homestead and Sebring double majors, back-to-back weekends, right at the beginning of the year. They're famous. They're awesome weekends to come down to Florida. The weather's fantastic. You can come down to the Homestead majors first weekend of the year, and in between you have a week almost until you go to Sebring. So you can go fishing, you can go to the Keys, you can do some other stuff if whatever you want. The weather's usually fantastic. I think only like 2 years ago we had rain on was consistent rain, pretty much in the weekend. So kind of was not as ideal as usually, but usually it's beautiful weather. You don't want to miss that. So registration's open already uh, for the Homestead majors. That's all. Really, by the way, check out the pricing. The pricing is amazing for a majors event. Number two, it's also a SARC weekend. So if you want to get SARC points, you can just do that. And the pricing for that is also lower than our normal SARC weekend. So check it out. If you're a SARC racer and just want to do the SARC points, you can do that at a very affordable price. The garages are going fast because they are also beautifully priced. There's also a nice, cool looking shirt that you can buy. This year, there's a white one and the black one. The black one looks amazing. I'm gonna buy me that one. Awesome, nice, official looking shirt for the event. So pretty cool. I would say, yeah, check it out. Eh, and then I think maybe next week it's or the week after is when the Sebring majors registration will open. But also, again, it's back-to-back weekends. So you go Homestead and you go to Sebring, and you already have two majors in. If you're looking for runoffs, then you already have that as well. So hey, a lot of guys come down from all over the country every year, and it's awesome event. So, and registration is going pretty good already for the Homestead race. Check it out, Motorsports Rec. Okay, say that 10 times. Okay, so a bit of a plug for SWR. If you want to run the majors for major points, we do have our Miatas available. You can run those guys in F production trim, as well as you can run them in E production, which I've done in the past as well, STL as well. So if you need a ride for the majors and don't want to bring your car, give us a shout, right? Give us a call. SWR77, baby. Where are we at? There we go, right there. Okay. So 2 Miatas, we got 66 Darth Maul. It's almost ready to go for the turkey trot. We're gonna take both cars to the turkey trot, by the way. We actually got 5 entries from SWR77 at the turkey trot. So we're taking also Kylo, which is next here for maintenance. This guy's ready to go. Just got to put the tires back on, and we're ready to put this guy out and bring in Kylo. But yeah, we got 5 registrations from the SWR77 camp. Tires are clean and ready. We're gonna put in Toyos here for practice and quali, and these are all ready to go for races. This is for the 60, for this car, for the 66. So looking good. All right, onto the table. So anyways, if you need a car for the majors, either Sebring or Homestead, let me know. Let me know what time, because I'm running both weekends. So if I'm gonna have to also take care of customers, I need to know that early. So onto the table. As you can see, looking good table. We are already in preparations for the next year's run-ups. So we got some things that we knew we wanted to work on. Got some new springs here for Lorex 7 for the front. I won't tell you the resistance on these. It's a secret. But yeah, we're looking good. So starting my preparations for the run-ups as well. As we do that, we're going to put these on, make sure we do some testing at the Homestead race coming up in Sebring as well. But yeah, already working on the things to improve Lorex 7 for the next run-ups at Road America. Talking about Lorex 7, we'll stick with him. Tip of the day. So when you're at the run-ups after the race, I had a pinch hose for my oil cooler, and so anyways, I had to replace it, and I got back and ordered it right away after I came back from Road America. But tip of the day is be careful what you order, because I ordered the wrong thing, and that happens, right? So I did not know that there were 2 different types of insights for these braided lines, but there are. There's the FT, what is this called? The PTFE, and if you can see there, it's more like a plastic, like a blue plastic in there. There you can see it there. So it's more, it's a thinner, it's a plastic insert or PVC, whatever material that is, which can work if you have the right fittings for that. But I don't. I have the fittings for your rubber thick hose like this. So I kept playing with the other one, then not realizing what was going on. But that's the difference right there. You can see much thicker, and thankfully we were testing here in the house, just making sure that the car would just, I would just crank it, not even start it, and it would, almost immediately start leaking. Very little, but leaking. I'm like, what's going on? It was the hose. But anyways, that's the tip of the day. When you're buying your hoses, check the ones you have and make sure you order the same types. It's easy to get confused online, by the way. Just read the fine print, really. I just went, 8-10 braided hose line, and I ordered, didn't check the fine print. I kept this because I already had opened it and cut it, so I bought some more of this, already installed it in Lorex 7, and it's ready to go. Bought some extra. Another tip of the day: instead of buying what you need, I needed like 3.5 feet. I bought 10 feet. That way I have enough to have carry with me to the track. Something happens, you can replace your hose. You can just buy this in the corner store, right? So, tip of the day, 2 tips of the day. Okay, that's it. We're almost done. We are, so next for Darth Maul here, we're going to install the radio box. We were missing one for this car, so we got the components that we were missing. And in that way, all 3 SWR77 cars will have, their own equipment. I don't have to be moving, the push to talk button or the main connection to the helmet. And I don't have to be moving that around the cars. I can just keep everything in there. So Anyway, so yep, nothing major here. The only call out here is I went with the little better quality with this set here versus this stuff is more generic. You know, you don't need an incredible box. This one's for like 80 bucks. This one's 25 bucks and it does the job. You know, you need to spend 80, 90 bucks. The talk, the push to talk button here, I also went middle of the road with Race Radios Direct instead of the higher brands. The other ones I bought were working just fine and dandy. Versus this, I did spend a little more money on this. I think it's a more critical part. I want to make sure you get the highest quality, and this one also, I have one of these, and it's worked out really good. And then for the head, for these, sorry, the plugs, I bought these ear plugs from Amazon. Pretty basic. It says it right there, basic series. But I have bought these before too. Very basic, but they work out just the same. I mean, just about the same, I guess. For $14, you know, instead of the super high end stuff, which works wonderful as well. But you're spending, you know, $70 more. So again, and I have a set of the expensive ones too. But I said, well, let me try these other ones, and these work out just the same. At least to me, it feels that way. You make your own judgments. But again, if I can save some money on some things that might be okay to save money on, this is, you know, way to go here. Amazon. There you go. This is like $14 instead of like 60 or 80. I did spend the money on this because I think this is a little more critical item for some reason. So I spent a little more on this rather than some generic thing. All right. So okay, so that's it. I think we're organizing our Miata parts. We are actually coming up. We got a little unveil. It's going to be happening next year, 2026. We're going to be revealing the third car, the third Miata, and the Corral. So that's coming up. Obviously, it's going to have very Star Wars racing colors and things like that. We're working on it. Actually, I'm not working on it yet, but I plan to start working on it. But yeah, that's going to be a nice car for some of our other needs, like enduros and things like that. The car's going to be dedicated to enduros. But yeah, got to organize all the parts and stuff. So too many cars, you get the parts confused. So that's what we're doing. So anyways, we're going to say goodbye. Thank you guys for tuning in. Stay cool, stay safe, stay healthy. Also, shout out to greatest country in the world, right there, baby. We have repositioned our flag to this side so it can fly loud and proud here. And yeah, that's what's going on here at the shop. We're gonna put these tires back on, and we're ready to rock and roll. So hopefully, I get to see some of you guys at the Turkey Trot with Sebring, Central Florida region. That's next weekend, but it's still time. If you want to go, you can still go. Also, pardon me, and then don't forget the majors. You got back-to-back, the Florida Swing Majors, first weekend of January. Registration's already open, going great. Good pricing, check it out. And then also, I think in the next week or so, in December, in December. So I think the first few days of December, the Central Florida region will open the registration for the Sebring Majors. So if you haven't done it, do it. Talk to your friends. They'll tell you how cool it is. So hope to see you here down in Florida. And if you guys need a car, let me know as well. If you want to do the majors here and you don't want to bring your car, we can take care of that for you. Anyway, a little plug. So anyways, we'll get back to work here, get these cars ready. And that's what's going on. Star Wars Racing Incorporated.